like to welcome everyone tonight to the 2020 Appreciation Night for the Kiwanis Club of Anniston. I want to thank you for your attendance tonight via Facebook Live, whether it be Zoom. It's wonderful to see your faces. Many of you I have not seen since March, and so it's great to see you all. While this isn't a traditional event, what has been traditional about the year 2020. Regardless, I appreciate you being here tonight. It's great to see everyone on the big screen and in person here at the Anniston Country Club. At this time, I would like to call up Minister Frank Whitson to give us our invocation and our pledge. Thank you.
Good to see everyone here tonight. I'm going to ask you to bow your heads and begin to pray. Father God, we ask you to look on these leaders tonight. Father God, we ask you to bless this place, Lord. We ask you to let them be able to bless their families and needs, Lord. Lord, let them be able to go out and touch the neighborhood, make the community better. Lord, we know it's hard time as we come, but Lord, that don't mean we have to stop here. We keep going and striving. Lord, let us continue to strive more and be the better. Let us be the best, Lord, that we can be. Father God, we ask you to touch them right now, Lord. We ask you to give them strength. Lord, we ask you to bound everything that's evil against them, Lord. We ask you to let this place go. We ask you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Frank. This time I'd like to conduct a little business of the club. Primarily, we have some birthdays. We have member birthdays. Steve Taylor on the 25th. Happy birthday, Steve. He's in the house. September 26th, we also have Stuart Russell, and Stuart's in the house tonight. Good to have you with us tonight. And on the 29th of September, we have Kevin McDade. So be sure to wish those members happy birthday when you see them. Spouses' birthdays. On 9/24, so that would be tonight. So we have Harvey Laney, which is Heather's husband, and Allison, you ready? Tomorrow is Scott Mims' birthday. So happy birthday, everyone! Good to see y'all. All right. As your club president for the 2019 and 2020 year, I'm very thankful for the opportunity that you gave me to be the leader of the greatest civic club in Calhoun County. While I don't particularly like the way this year turned out, we had several successes that we need to celebrate. For instance, here we are having an Appreciation Night event. Although restricted by circumstances surrounding the COVID-19 crisis, our Appreciation Night committee worked very hard to make this possible. Not many of us ever dreamed of holding meetings virtually, but we are having to social distance from one another. We went almost 4 months without having club meetings until Sonda suggested using the Zoom app. And for that, I want to thank you, Sonda, for your dedication to seeing the club meetings continue. And I thank those of you that found it important enough to join us in fellowship and in the fellowship and business of our club through this format. While many have not yet embraced this way of getting together, it is the next best thing while having to protect one another. I'm hopeful that conditions will improve soon, or that vaccinations will become available to protect us all, so that things will get back to normal again in the near future. And if you haven't had an opportunity to join yet, on one of our virtual meetings, please do so. They're quite hilarious. We have a lot of sideline conversations before they start. So at this time, I'd like to speak to some of the highlights from our current year. I'll start in December. In December, we joined with Bill Wakefield of Martin's Family Clothing to hold the 3rd annual bicycle giveaway. Robert Smith took on this project again and was able to get over 250 bikes assembled and given away with the help of several volunteers from Donahoe School, Circle K at JSU, Key Clubs, friends, family members, Sparklight, B.R. Williams, and Kiwanis from both Anniston and Oxford clubs. I know the stress that he was under worrying that we wouldn't have everything ready by Christmas, but he pulled it off. There were so many happy children and parents on that wonderful day. I'm sure that this was very rewarding for Robert and for those of you attending the giveaway event. I want to thank Robert for his dedication and his hard work, and all of those that volunteered on the day of the giveaway. That was very special for each and every one of us. In March, we held our annual Pancake Day fundraiser at the Anniston City Meeting Center. Steve Taylor led the effort again, and it was a great success. He had a strong team behind him, and glad to have each and every one of them, step up and do their part. So I thank you, Steve, for leading the charge there. The actual day of the event was held 1 week before the COVID-19 crisis changed the world and our lives. There are those that have led our club in sales year after year, and this year was no different. While it was a lower than normal income year, we have been able to still serve our community as we have in the past. But because of the coronavirus shutdown, we have delayed in the giving to our Young Child Priority 1 recipients. We have decided as a board that this will be done between now and the end of this calendar year. We're going to fulfill our obligations to the worthy organizations that we have supported in years past, because they need the help more than ever before. We could not do this without the funds raised, and for that I want to thank each of you that sold tickets and banners, and I greatly appreciate those that worked so hard to carry out the actual Pancake Day event. This was especially challenging this year, and I know that it was stressful on Steve. We could not have done it without his leadership, his knowledge, and his experience. Again, Steve and his dedicated Pancake Day committee deserve a big thanks. To recap the Pancake Day sales, I'll give you some numbers that we have here before us. Banners and placemat sales were $18,667. Ticket sales, $19,847. Donations to Pancake Day was $6,584 for a total sales of $45,099.99. The cost of Pancake Day this year was $8,668 in supplies, building rent, and banner cost. We served 1,027 meals inside the meeting center, and we served 1,187 meals in the takeout line. Total meals served, 2,214. We were down by 246 this year from our 2019 numbers. I want to recognize our top 5 moneymakers for 2020 Pancake Day sales. Floyd Hamill led the charge with $5,600. Allison Mims, thank you for your $4,000 raised. Mark Jr. is in the house tonight, $3,065. Bill Hagler, $2,490. Rodney Owens, $1,520. Many other obviously high numbers were given. Those were our top 5 sales people for this year. We had several other events this year. As usual, we had the Farm City Week. It was a successful event again this year, and I want to give thanks to Tom Mullis for his dedicated team. This is a very special meeting that celebrates the farmers of our community and has been a tradition of our club for many years. I didn't even have to ask Tommy to chair it for this year. He just came up and said he would organize it again, and of course I agreed. Would not tell him no on that offer. He's the man when it comes to this, and his committee did an awesome job as usual. So thanks again, Tom, and the committee. 2020 was the final year of the Gene Dean Reading is Fundamental program in Alabama. For the past 30 years, our club has supported this wonderful literacy program as a district service project for the Kiwanis of Alabama. Every school year, our club has funded the program to purchase 3 age-appropriate books for Head Start program children ages 3 through 5 years old. Volunteers have been reading every book to the babies and giving these books to them to carry home for their very own. I really appreciate Mike Tyson for leading the effort again this year and asking for volunteer readers. Several of you I saw at every reading event. I know that this was as rewarding to you as it was for me, and that's why I saw some of the same Kiwanians there every time it was offered. We're not stopping this program even though it ended in June of this year. Our club has applied for a book grant from the National RIF program and will lead this effort locally with your help. Please be on the lookout for more information and ways to volunteer. Speakers this year were very interesting and informative. Sonda Coleman has done an excellent job in securing someone for every week that we have met. This was no easy task. I recall that very well last year, but she seemed to make it very effortless. Thanks for doing this, because it made for some great weekly meetings, Sonda. Good luck, Mickey Starling, as this is now going to be your responsibility. If they didn't tell you, because I wasn't familiar with that myself when I became vice president. Just know that we're here for you if you ever need anything, and I know that you'll do a great job. The House Committee did a great job ensuring that the meeting room was set up every week before we arrived. Don Ledford, Orrin Babb, Walt Phillips, Tommy Richardson, Tommy Mullins, Jim Wilson, and others did a great job making sure we felt welcome and handling the business behind the scenes there, collecting the jackpot money, making sure we had every penny accounted for, and making sure we had our bag to draw numbers from so that we could have a little fun. Thank you for all that work, keeping up with the attendance rosters. Bill Hagler, he's the greatest to ever induct new members. If you have as much time with Kiwanis or know as much, he has over 40 years of perfect attendance. Who else is better fitted for the job of welcoming new members and introducing them to the organization? Thanks for always agreeing to do this, Bill. You are highly respected and appreciated. And we had a great Christmas party hosted by Scott Burleson, Tim Wilson at the Warren Averett building. Maggie Owens and her committee put together a great spread of appetizers and finger foods. The office was beautifully decorated and the atmosphere was perfect. So thanks so much for such an enjoyable time. Back to school shopping event was also a success, thanks to Tim Wilson and Stuart Russell. Even during the COVID-19 crisis, they planned and executed a safe way to still host this August event at Martin's Family Clothing in Oxford. While we only had 69 students to attend, we bought approximately $14,000 worth of clothes and shoes for 69 needy children. We had a great turnout of volunteers from DDs, the DHR department, friends, Kiwanians, and family members. It was great to see Bill Wakefield there amongst us, and I'm also very appreciative of his support and that of his employees that worked so hard to serve us. This was a huge success because we served a great need in our community. And many others were there that day as well. So I give you thanks for being there and helping us pull that off. And then one of the most impressive events that we were able to pull off this year was the 100-year anniversary of the Kiwanis Club of Anniston. And wow, is an understatement. Diana Michaels Snyder, Nathan Young, Tammy Thornburg, Scott Burleson, Sonda Coleman, Jessica Liberte, Valerie Puglisi, Kathy Taylor, Tammy Freeman, and others put in countless hours to plan and develop a video presentation chock full of information from the past to the present. Scott Burleson is our historian, provided much of the great information that we were led to read about the different 25-year segments of that program. Many folks around the community, state, and the country were involved in congratulating our club and wishing us a successful future. This event is archived on our Anniston Kiwanis website and can be viewed at any time. In my opinion, the COVID-19 crisis caused us to think outside the box. And with the help of Jackson Hodges, we now have something that most likely would never have developed if we weren't met with such a challenge. Thanks to everyone that was involved, especially Diana for chairing the committee and making such an event so special. And Nathan Young has really come out of his shell this year. I've learned that he is extremely competent in the area of information technology. Nathan has been a huge asset to our club and been extremely involved with our 100-year anniversary video and with tonight's event. So I'm proud to have him as a team member. Thank you, Nathan. And obviously we can't forget our friend Sandra Lawson and the friendly and helpful staff here at the Anniston Country Club. I want to thank them so much for helping us with setting up meeting rooms, helping us with the recent voting ballot collection, and issuing the 100-year celebration ornaments that were created for our club members. You and your staff have been great to us, and we thank you all. Following this ceremony tonight, I'll be reaching out to many of you to give you a token of my appreciation or card, just to show you that I am thinking of you and I appreciate that you have reached out to assist me in making this a successful year. At this time, I would like to welcome Don Leffler to the podium for our new member recognition. Thank you.
Thanks, Wayne. Working on all the fun projects is certainly exciting for the club, but the bloodline of the club is bringing in new members so that we can continue to have a thriving membership. This year, we got off to a real good start in January, and then, of course, the virus hit. So we have 3 members to recognize tonight, and as I call your name, if you'll come and stand next to me on my right, I would appreciate it. January the 30th, Jessica Liberte came in as a new member, and Tammy Thornburg was her sponsor. On February the 13th, Stuart Russell came in, and Robert Smith is his sponsor. Then on February the 27th, Lynn Rainwater came on board, and I was fortunate enough to be her sponsor. So let's give these new members a round of applause. At this point, I'm going to turn the program over to Scott Burleson, who's our treasurer and club historian.
They can't hear us.
Yes, we can.
Diana, do you want to go up there and show them?
Hello.
I've asked anyone that's listening to the program to please mute your microphone, please. We can hear you as you're speaking to us. The group can hear you. Tonight I'd like to present 2 special awards from the club. We have a presentation tonight related to a special award for a special group of people who did an outstanding job of creativity and the creation of something that we as a club, as Wayne has alluded to just recently, that no one at the club probably has the possibility to have. Tonight we'd like to recognize Miss Diana Michaels Snyder and her committee for the 100-year celebration event, for all the great achievements she did during the year. Thank you. You'll like that one pretty good.
This is really nice. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. It was the labor of love, but something that will live on in perpetuity, and we're very proud of the project, and the committee just did an amazing job. We had a lot of great people that stand behind this video, and we hope that it's enjoyed by a lot of people for many, many years to come. So thank you very much.
She had a lot of involvement with a big committee, but the creativity section there was really fantastic. We didn't think we could pull it off, and we managed to pull it off with that group's help. And it certainly was a great event. The second award is a traditional award for the Kiwanis Club.
Sideboards too, you know.
Well, that's got sideboards right there.
That's the stuff that's gonna come up and down.
There's sideboards right there.
I'd like to talk a little bit about some activities that you may or may not be familiar with. Do you know of anyone, or do you know a Kiwanian who's involved with printing tickets, designing and printing placemats and banners,
What color you're running?
filling trucks and trailers with supplies, griddles, and food delivery from a storage building, setting up tents and kitchens for cooking, purchasing and bringing all food and drinks to the city meeting center, contacting members and volunteers for the work of the Pancake Day, collecting and depositing all money from Pancake Day tickets and banners and placemats and sales, arranging and hanging out all advertising banners, setting up a dining room and tables for serving, arranging details for the city meeting center, arranging security officers for the nights and security, working all day Friday and all day Saturday for the Pancake Day starting at 3 a.m., cleaning all the equipment, cooks and work areas, filling up trucks with supplies, griddles, and leftover food after working a 12-hour day and returning them to the storage building. The members that we're talking about of our Kiwanis Club are the members of the Pancake Day Committee for this year and every year. This year, the club would like to recognize Steve Taylor as chairman and the members of the Pancake Day Committee as Kiwanians of the Year.
I'd like to thank the Academy, first of all, for nominating me. I'm just kidding. This is a joint effort. I do very little. Most of the people that are on that committee take care of all the details, and I'm just proud to be a member of this club. Proud that we could get together tonight. Wish we weren't wearing masks and having to stay 20 feet apart, but thank you so much, and I appreciate this honor. Thank you very much.
Say Stephen, just 1 second. We were not aware of whether we'd have that plaque to hand you tonight, so we had a backup made up just in case.
Okay.
So I'm going to present you with a second award that if you'll present it to members of your committee to serve for the Kiwani of the Year as well.
Okay. So to all the members on the Pancake Committee, I couldn't do it without you, and especially our sales folks and the ones who, Steve Madeley has been so diligent doing logistics for so long, and and all that, and all of you who have helped in some capacity or another. Thank you, and certainly appreciate your effort in the Pancake Day, and hopefully we'll have another one next year without masks.
I'm going to introduce Wayne Sisk to continue the program.
All right, great awards. Well, here we are with the future staring us right in the face. And you have an extremely competent group of board members and officers that will be leading this great club toward new heights. I know that as we get used to the new normal, they will figure out ways to successfully navigate through any obstacles. You and I have a job to do as a member, and that is to support these leaders and to trust in them and their abilities. Let's not criticize when things don't work out as planned, because this is a new frontier for us. But rather, let's assist them in helping them get through the challenges and give them any suggestions that we possibly think will help. They have a rough road ahead of them, and there are more needs out there than ever before. So if you're asked to serve, please serve. When it comes to a project, commit to volunteering your time and your resources. The more of us that come together and commit to volunteering our time, the lighter the load gets on the rest. So we can't successfully make it without each one of you. We must not have a mindset that, I've served my time, let someone else do it. This is a service organization, and the club won't see success unless we all chip in. It's challenging for those that lead these committees and lead service projects. Many have become weary and felt unsupported at times because of the lack of help. So when asked to help, please make it a point to accept the challenge. It'll be very rewarding. It'll be greatly appreciated, and remember, while we're Kiwanians, we're here to serve the children. They need us more than ever. The success of the club depends on each and every one of us staying connected and involved. While we were off to a good start and added several members mentioned here tonight, before we suspended our club meetings, we then lost several members late in the club year due to job relocations, moves out of town, retirements, unfortunately some deaths as well in our Kiwanis family. So I'm begging each of you to stay the course and hang in there with us while we strive to serve our communities and the children during these difficult times. If Kiwanis is ever needed, it is now. Your membership is valuable to this community, and new members are still important as our growth has faltered. Remember, more hands, more service. Please seek folks that are interested in seeing children grow and develop into better, safer, smarter, and healthier citizens of this community. They are depending on us. They are depending on Kiwanis. I could not have done anything this year without the board of directors and officers that served with me. So I want to personally thank John Morrow for the time that he served as secretary before moving to Nashville. I want to thank Scott Burleson as treasurer, Steve Madeley as president-elect, Sonda Coleman as VP, and Andrea Miller as past president. And now I want to thank the board, Kathy Taylor, Tommy Mullins, Mark Jr., Donald Turner, Walt Phillips, Mickey Starling, Tammy Thornburg, Robert Smith, and Scott Calhoun. I can't forget to mention countless volunteers and committee chairs for their dedicated service as well. All of you have been there for me and have successfully led the club's business with integrity and accountability, and for that I thank you. My time as president is coming to a close, but I'm not finished serving the club or the community or the children in this world. So thanks again for the greatest opportunity afforded a member. Any success I had was because you and your commitment. Any failures are on me. I was obviously challenged with a difficult year, but we made it. It's my goal to help this new administration to get the club back on track. It's been a privilege and an honor to serve you. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Steve, on the year ahead, and I wish you nothing but success. Thank you all so much for your help throughout the year and your contributions to the club's success. May God bless you and all. God bless you all, and enjoy the rest of tonight's ceremony. Thank you.
I just damaged it. Good evening, I'm Steve Madeley, and I want to thank you, Wayne, for leading us through our 100th year, our craziest year ever. So, in honor of that, please accept this gift from the club.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. It says 2019-2020 President, presented to Wayne Sis by the Kiwanis Club of Anniston, Alabama, for outstanding club leadership. Thank y'all.
And then Wayne, I've got a little bit of work for you to do on this one.
Okay.
So while you unwrap,
Okay.
I'm going to do a little bit of reading.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. So while he is unwrapping, I'm going to read a little bit as to what you are doing right there. Okay, so first of all, this is on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Anniston, and it's for going above and beyond during his year of service as president. And this is to commemorate September 24th, 2020, and the COVID-19 global pandemic as our president. And you have done a fantastic job, and this is also to commemorate our 100th anniversary celebration, which defined your year as president, creating one of the most challenging years in recent history. You handled both along with all your other club duties with the grace of our national emblem of the United States of America, the bald eagle. So, while we could not meet in person, you kept our club soaring together through online meetings, and you helped to encapsulate our centennial celebration in a majestic video that will live on in perpetuity at our AnnistonKiwanis.com 100th anniversary. See how beautiful that is?
Thank you so much. That is beautiful.
And also on the back, you have a handwritten note that is signed by Larry Martin himself, and it's dated September 2020. And it says, "Personal congratulations on completing a most challenging year as president of Kiwanis Club of Anniston. This art represents the strength of your resolve and your leadership," and it's signed by Larry Martin. So thank you.
Thank y'all so much. I greatly appreciate this gift. I don't feel worthy for it, but it is greatly appreciated. It has been a challenging year, I will assure you that. And we'll have challenges going forward for a little while, but if we all we'll work together to help this new administration, I think that we'll get us back on track before too long. So thank y'all very much. Appreciate y'all's service.
And now I'd like to introduce Scott Burleson. He is going to come up and install officers with Steve.
Thank you, Sonny. Tonight, we'd like to recognize a series of officers who are coming in and going out of the club. First, we'd like to recognize the retiring outgoing directors. Would Tommy Mullins, Kathy Taylor, and Mark Jr. join me at the podium? Steve Madeley will be handing each of you a pin recognizing your year as your retiring year of 3 years serving on the board of directors. We want to thank you for your faithful service in directing this club, and we thank you for a job well done. Please accept these pins as a recognition of your service. Thank you. I'd ask Wayne Sisk if he would come forward, please. Wayne, Steve will hand you a pin. This club provides, the bylaws provide, that the immediate past president serve 1 more year on the board of directors as a member. Your experience as the club's chief executive officer will be most helpful to your successor and the board of directors. It is my pleasure to present you with this past president's pin for your recognition of the fine record of your administrative year. I also charge you to use the knowledge that you've gained to be a wise counsel to the incoming president and officers of this club. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I ask that the new members of the board of directors please come forward. Sharon Whitson, Diana Michael Schneider, and Mike Tyson. If you could join me at the podium. President Madeley will be handing each of you a pin, recognizing that you are now formally a member of the Board of Directors of the Kiwanis Club of Anniston. The Board of Directors is comprised of 3 classes of 3 individuals serving as directors and the club officers. Club business is conducted by the Board of Directors, so you're assuming the significant responsibility that will determine the club policies and activities and approve the budget and payment of bills, counsel all the committees, approve and discipline the members, and generally manage the club. I charge each of you to attend all directors' meetings and get involved with club activities. I congratulate each of you and know that you will work towards this club having its best year ever. Congratulations. I would ask Don Ledford to please come forward. Don Ledford is assuming the duties of the club secretary. Being the club secretary is a demanding job, as it requires patience, diligence, and sometimes even a sense of humor. You must look after the details of the club and the board members, reports, the records, correspondence, and other items necessary to the smooth function of the club. I hope somebody told you to say that.
Sounds like I'm gonna be a mother.
Your active interest and involvement in club matters will be vital to the club's success in the year ahead. It is with pride that I install you as secretary of the club. Congratulations, Scott. I'll let each of y'all in on an inside joke. Don served as secretary before. When I was president of the club, he was the secretary back then, a long, long time ago.
Wow.
Would Mickey Starling please come forward? President Steve will be handing you a pin, Nikki. You're being installed as the vice president of the club. You must be willing to carry out the duties as directed by the president. You will be responsible for the club speakers and programs for next year. I guess they told you that.
Well, that was just a minor detail.
Remember, you will be succeeding to the office of president in 2 years. You must be prepared to carry out the duties of that office and be available when the president is absent. Please listen to my charge to the president, for these words will benefit you also. I formally install you to the office of vice president and wish you well. Congratulations. Would Sonda Coleman please come forward? Sonda, please accept this pin from President Steve. You are being installed as the president-elect of this club. You have 1 year as the club. You have spent 1 year as the club's vice president, and you will learn how the club functions. The next year will be succeeding in the office of club president. You must be prepared and ready to carry out the duties of that office and be available if and when the president is absent. And please listen to my charge for the president, for these words will benefit you also. I formally install you to the office of president-elect and wish you well. Congratulations. Steve Madeley, I'd like to present you with 2 pins of office. One is the formal president's patch to wear the year of your service as president of the club, and the second is the Kiwanis pin, recognizing the membership of the club. You have been elected to serve the highest office that can be bestowed upon a member of the club. With this honor comes a great amount of responsibility. To no small degree, the success of your club this coming year will depend on your leadership. The leadership you display in conducting club activities, board meetings, and in counseling and the inspiration given to your committees. Listen to your members, for they are the heartbeat of this club. Listen to your fellow officers, for they are experienced leaders. Listen to your district and international leaders, for they are in a position to help. You can be a great president. Accept the challenge with open mind towards growth and service. Conduct your meetings with dignity, but have some fun. Smile. It's contagious. Pass it on to your club. It is my pleasure to present Steve Madeley as the new president of the Kiwanis Club of Anniston, Alabama.
It's hot when you're wearing a mask. First off, congratulations to our new officer, Sonda Coleman, President-elect, Mickey Starling, Vice President, as well as Scott Burleson, who will continue to serve as our club treasurer. These guys work really hard to make this club go, and a lot of work behind the scenes. And, you know, it's a real pleasure to work with all of y'all. I'm not sure that congratulations are in order, but I do want to sincerely thank Don Lippin for agreeing to become our new club secretary. As most of you know, Don and I share office space. So I asked him if this meant he would be getting my coffee for me. He said no. But that if I didn't get his coffee, that he would resign as secretary. So I said, do you take cream and sugar? As Scott alluded to, Don held this post before, and I'm sure he'll do a great job. Thank you, Don. I also want to congratulate our new board members, Sharon Whitson, Mike Tyson, and Diana Michael Snyder. All three of y'all have worked on committees, have chaired committees, and worked very hard on projects. And all of you seem to also have a great ability to invite your spouses and your coworkers, Sharon, to help with our projects as well. So thank y'all and congratulations. As all of you know, our club is 100 years old as of last month, and tonight we're closing out our craziest year ever. A big thank you to Wayne Sisk for leading us through so many challenges. We are in an unprecedented time and have had to adapt to the situation as we go. Thank you, Wayne. Where did you go? There you are. Thank you for a job well done. When I was president 6 years ago, our main focus was on two things: pancakes and membership. Because pancakes and membership drive everything else that we do. I think if you think about it, you'll agree with that. We have to have a successful pancake day to raise the funds, and we must have the members and volunteers to complete our service projects. Today, we face the exact same challenge. 6 years ago, in my first acceptance speech, I set a goal for Pancake Day of $1 million. Shocking. And appointed Steve Taylor as chairman to make it all happen. Steve did a great job as chairman, of course, that year, but we did fall slightly short of our goal. However, we did set a new sales record and for the first time went over the $50,000 mark in sales that year. This year our goal may be simply to have a pancake day in some form. I feel like we need to have it to do it to raise funds for our projects. Serving the children of this area is the mission of our club. Unfortunately, those needs may even be greater now than before, and they may not even be as visible. We maybe not aware of them. This is why I feel like we need to do everything we can to have Pancake Day. I'm hopeful that the pandemic, as Steve alluded to, will be less of a threat by the time March rolls around. But I think we need to have a moving plan from now until then so we can adapt quickly to whatever the situation is at that time. So we need to start working on that now, get that in place, and have our tweaks in it as we go. The good news is, though, we have a lot of innovative people in this club, and I expect we can come up with any number of ways to meet these challenges in a safe and efficient manner. We might have limited seating or no dine-in seating. We may have all takeout. Some than Donald Turner. That'd be welcome news, wouldn't it? Or it may be all drive-through. We may have to rethink how we display and how we sell our banners. There's also the question of whether or not the city meeting center will even be available at that time. So there are many questions, and our entire setup may be different. As they say, necessity is the mother of all invention. So who knows? We may find better ways to do things that we never thought of before. But whatever we do, we will ensure that it is safe for our members, volunteers, and customers. Another important question is when to resume in-person meetings. At this time, it's my understanding that the club here, the country club, can now offer a buffet dining like we normally do. I think they just started that. I believe they've also relaxed the minimum person requirement, so we'll only pay for the number of people that attend. These accommodations will give us the opportunity to restart.
Yeah.
Limited seating capacity and social distance rules will impact what we do, but we need to look into it, I think. I'm very interested in your feedback on this, so please email or call me. It's all on Portal Buzz. And if you don't know how to get on there, I'll give you my number.
Call the new secretary.
Right, Don Ledford. Contact Don.
Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Coffee. No, as it turns out, I guess I'm Mr. Coffee. We'll continue to have Zoom meetings until we can meet in person. I think we should continue to offer a Zoom option even after we resume in-person meetings for those that are not comfortable yet attending. We're averaging about 15 to 18 people on our weekly Zoom meetings now, and we'll be working to increase our attendance and participation as we go. Again, I welcome everyone's input on how to do this. Remember, our membership is the key to our success. So despite this time, we still need to try to invite guests, whether it's Zoom or if we do it in person, and try to, invite and get some new members. I think if you sum it up, my goal is to try to maximize everything we can during this time. We'll have to be creative, but I want us to consider not just if, but how we can do everything we normally do to the fullest extent possible. And I'm talking about across all our projects. We want to make informed, common sense decisions. And our projects budget will be tied to how much money we can raise. That's the importance of Pancake Day, as we all know. Because by design, it's our one and only fundraiser. And I don't want to sell peanuts. I'd rather sell pancakes. So, y'all may agree. But we're going to need everyone's help, as Wayne has alluded to do this as always. And I'm confident that we can be successful, even in all this difficult circumstance. In the end, our goal is to help the children, one child and one community at a time. When you put all this together, our meetings, service projects, and fundraiser, singular, this is what we do. We work to improve the lives of others and have fun doing it. Emphasis on both of those. I'm proud of what we've done in the past 100 years, and I look forward to what we'll do in the future. It is truly an honor and a privilege to serve as your president, especially for a second time. I look forward to this year, and I think we can have a great year anyway, despite all the challenges that we face. So let's get going. Thank y'all very much.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm very excited after he said that about pancakes and membership. So I just want you to all be reminded that we do meet on Thursdays. It's by Zoom right now, but like he said, we want to at some point get back to meeting in person. But right now it is by Zoom, and so he said we're only going to have about 15 to 19 people. So I want to challenge each of you. If you're attending by Zoom, invite another Kiwanian to come and join you, even if you have to go to their home at Thursdays at noon. Take your phone, take your laptop, take your iPad, show them how to get on it. It's very easy. Some of our members are struggling with the technology, but once you show them how to do it, it's very easy for them to join. Also, invite other people. We need other people to come join us and be members and be on Pancake Day. Also, like us on Facebook and just want to show them our 100-year celebration. And so I want to invite you to end our meeting. So thank you for joining us for tonight. And so if you would, I'll let you take it.
Thank you, Sonda. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. We are adjourned.
Yes, sir.